Things you probably already know. About the telephone. Antonio Meucci was the first to succeed in connecting to another device. Only he didn't have enough money to apply for the patent. The Scottish-American Graham Bell was the great discoverer of the telephone. In 1876 he received the patent and perfected the first telephone. The first old-fashioned telephone consisted of a string between two cans. Unfortunately, you could only call the room next door. Besides, not everyone used the can correctly in case of a personal emergency. To speak to someone, you had to dial into a telephone exchange, which then connected you further. And then, a while later, finally being connected to the right person, if that person happened to be near the phone since it did not yet fit in your pocket. Not everyone had a telephone at that time. This was reserved for the elite. In 10 years this number has grown from 600,000 to 7 million. 7 million of the 92 million people in the United States that time could meet with each other, the other 85 million people still had pen and paper. The Bell Telephone Company, as it is located in Barrie, already then in a typical American street. Introducing the rotary telephone in 1892, the founders of the DJ's turntable. This made it easy for the DJ to call home when it was getting late again. The various area codes were devised and entered in 1947. In 2001, Ludacris created these different area codes as we know them today, for his rap song. In 1946 the first telephone for a car was introduced. The car itself was cheaper than the telephone. Also, with its size it took up the trunk, meaning children now had to sit in the backseat. This invention raised many issues for people. Choices had to be made about what could be carried in the car from now on. In 1915, Bell made the first transcontinental telephone call from New York to Watson in San Francisco. He spoke the legendary words, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you, and take a measuring tape with you." In 1926 the time had finally come to have a transatlantic conversation between Lady Liberty and Big Ben. "People from New York and London will become neighbors," were the legendary spoken words. During the war in 1914, there were no smartphones like today to share status updates or transmit orders. Communication between the men at the front and top bosses in jacuzzis in five-star resorts took place by means of written sheets and letters. Using telephones would have saved many blisters and worn-out shoe soles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be surprised by the following things you probably already know.